Tuesday, April 9th, 2024. And uh, yesterday, there was the whole eclipse thing that went across North America. Um, I drove myself up into the zone of totality, only to get totality of cloud cover once the totality of the eclipse happened. Um, Saw pre-eclipse stuff, and I was on Lake Oneida or Oneida Lake, whatever it is, upstate New York. And I got to watch the darkness just sort of come across the lake and then through us, and over. That was pretty cool. Um, but totally worth it. And then I came home with a friend of mine who I had met up there, and we watched the ABC News Eclipse Across America special, where they had people, all through the zone of totality reporting as it would get to total eclipse through different cities around the country or across the country. And I'll tell you what, that was one giant 2 hour advertisement for staring at the sun without those stupid fucking glasses. As much as they kept saying, wear your glasses, wear your glasses, wear your glasses, the hosts, the anchors, the reporters, other people, they would all just be like, and then when it was over, like when after the darkness happened, people pretended like the whole eclipse was over, and then just forgot about the glasses altogether. It's like, well, no, it's still eclipsing. You still the reason for the glasses still exist. Um, I don't know what its long term effect is supposed to be, and how long you have to look at it for it to be a problem. But I think it's like, don't stare at it the whole time. I don't think a few glances is going to ruin your eyesight. I know when I was 7, I stared at an eclipse and I still can see. Um, but uh, anyway, precaution is good. Um, and but it was hilarious just to watch them go over it, and the way they just tripped over themselves trying to talk about the awe of it all. Now, granted, I didn't see it, so I didn't feel anything, but I still can't imagine feeling anything. Like, what it's going to look like. You've seen it on um, a million times. They tell you what it's going to look like. Um, it did get colder though, which was interesting immediately. Um, but there was a woman that kept saying, it's the science of it all. It's science. She just kept using the word science. And she was like an astronomer or something. Everyone was way too excited. But it was kind of cute to watch. I also noticed that it crossed over into Mexico, and not one person asked whether or not it crossed legally. Anyway, both yesterday and today, The View started with talking about Donald Trump and abortion, because he came out with his official platform by releasing a video on Truth Social. Um, he can't. This is getting worse and worse and worse. He can't stop doing this. Like, that's it. Like an accordion. He just can't. Anyway, so he says it'll be the up to the states. States' rights. States choose. No national position on abortion, which is bullshit. Obviously, there should be national um, protection. There should be there should be less states' rights. We should be able to coalesce as a nation around some basic fundamental things, and I think women's health care should be one of them. But uh, anytime somebody comes up with, states' rights, it's a dodge, because they don't want to take a position because they're afraid they'll lose votes, whether depending on which side of the position they take. So he took a middle of the road spot, and said in the process, hey, I got Roe v. Wade taken out. Yay me. And sometimes you just gotta win elections. That was a big nod and a wink to say, I gotta say this now, um, so that we can get some more people on the train. And uh, then once they get on the train, then I'll derail the whole fucking thing and we'll die. You know what I mean? Like, don't worry. Um, it basically, that saying we've got to win elections is a wink and a nod to the MAGAs to say, um, we're going to take care of it, but just we got to get elected first. So play nice. And this whole thing with Lindsey Graham pushing back on it. is also bullshit. He's just doing that so that he can say, "See, I'm not a Trump sycophant. I went to task with him on the abortion issue." Um, bullshit. It's all such bullshit. They're all such fucking liars in the GOP. Um, and I'm so tired of it. Like, it doesn't matter. His base is his base is his base. They're all going to vote for him. And stop saying what's it going to take. Nothing. It's the racism. They like the bigotry. That's end of story. I don't know why people keep talking about it. I listened to a story on the way upstate yesterday talking about white evangelical Christians, and they went through this whole thing about why do they follow Trump, and why do they you know purport to be of such Christian value, but then follow this um, sort of uh, wannabe deity who shows zero Christian values. And they went through all of these things about the authoritarianism, and because they want to be right because they're evangelicals, and they think that what their answer is the right answer, and they want someone to fight for them. Um, and he's willing to fight for all of the anti things that they're for. Which again, it's all about the bigotry. He hates the people they hate. And they said everything on this NPR interview that went on forever, except that it's the bigotry, that he hates the people that they want to hate. It gives them, agency to be as mean to people as they want to be, which is the antithesis of what the Christ's teachings were. So I don't care. They're all hypocrites, and they're all fucking morons and bigots, and it's just the basket of deplorables, and he's the bunny carrying them around. Uh, anyway, his trial in New York starts next week, so I look forward to that.